Hello beautiful people, I'm Crystal and welcome back to my channel, The Crazy Life of Crystal. So I am doing another garden update, and real quick, if you're new to my channel, I'm gonna just give you a heads up, I'm all over the place. So I am a nature freak. I love outdoors, my gardening, I love to fish, but I also love to travel. I love to, get dirty, but I like to get cute too, and I like to have fun. I also write, so you'll see some of my poetry, and I also have a book on the way. So yeah, that's a little update on me. And now back to the garden. So if you look back in my videos, probably about a month ago, I did a video update or garden update where I transplanted my seedlings into the ground. And so go back and check out that video, and so you can see my growth, because we are growing. So if you see right here, those are my squash plants, and over there to that corner back there, those are my wax beans, my yellow wax beans. Those are some more squash plants, and I got them mixed in like squash and zucchini plants. Then down here on this end is my okra. I only have a few bell pepper plants, more squash and zucchini. We like squash and zucchini around here. And I'm so excited because my tomato plants are finally starting to really get some growth to them. I had to get down on their level, but yeah, so you see how tall they are. And in a few, I'm gonna have to put my tomato cages around them, so when they start producing fruit, they won't bend and lean over and break. But yeah, so I like to drop a little gems throughout my videos, and one of those is that when you're doing organic gardening, which is what I do, it takes patience. Gardening within itself takes patience, but organic gardening takes a tidbit more, because it takes about twice as long for your plants to grow, because it's not filled with chemicals that get it popping, right? Okay, so but we don't need all that, because we're gonna let God do what it do and nature take its course, and it'll grow in time. Just patience is key. So another thing, a little gem that I wanted to drop, was something that I have a problem with, and that is mosquitoes. And if you have a problem with mosquitoes, you might want to tune into this right here. All right, so a little trick: dry your sheets. If you didn't hear me, dry your sheets. Okay, so I put them in my pockets while I'm out here, but they are still, which it helps most people. It helps me a little bit, I can tell. But I'll get mosquito bites on my face, my arms, whatever. So in my garden, I'm going to put down like little buckets of, and my garden has like this little fenced in area around it, so no animals or anything can get to it and drink it. But pine sol, they hate the smell of pine. So just little buckets of pine sol around the inside of my garden. Not too much, so if it rains, it overflows, because you don't want pine sol in your soil. But yeah, and hopefully that will deter the mosquitoes. And I do know pine sol works. I haven't tried the bucket of pine sol thing, but I'm gonna let y'all know how that go. All right, so moving on back to my squash. Now, last summer, I planted my squash, and I was not very successful. I produced all male plants, no female plants, and of course the female plants produce the fruit, so that's what you want. I realized that I did not have enough sunlight, so I tried to get a more sunny area, a little bit of sun. It's a lot of trees in my area, so that was not easy to do. But also, in the beginning, I didn't know what was going on, why I wasn't getting any fruit. And I didn't even know the difference between the male plant and the female plant. So when I learn, I teach y'all, I pass on the knowledge. So Oh, look at the ladybug. Hey, ladybug. Okay, so basically the male plant, let's see if we can see it right here. This flower is my male. And you can see it has like the really skinny stem right here. So once those and the flowers on those, they open up usually like early in the morning, and then they open and close. But in the inside of the male plant is where you get the pollen. And usually if you have a lot of bees, pollinators, you know, they'll spread that pollen around. If you notice you don't have a lot of bees and you want to kind of speed up and help the process, you can self-pollinate by taking a Q-tip and swabbing it in the inside of the flower. And then you find the female plant, and which is very important to know where your females are. So this right here, if you can see how fat it is up under the flower, and that flower hasn't bloomed yet, but you can tell that that is a female. You can also tell that's gonna be my squash. So once this flower opens up, you're gonna take that Q-tip and you're going to swab the male, the inside of the male, and then rub that on the inside of the female, and it's going to pollinate your flower and produce plenty of fruit. So let's check out my beans over here, my yellow wax beans. Now, I just harvested some beans yesterday, no, the day before yesterday. So I don't have many, but you know, I feel like a couple days I can harvest a few more. But the more you harvest and the more you pluck as they grow, the more they come back, you know. So making sure you check on them frequently and harvest does really good for your reproduction. Now, those are my beans that I have left. But yeah, and see, all of these are gonna be beans in due time. Got some more down there. I'm gonna give them a little time because they're yellow wax beans, not green beans. So when they're green, they're not quite ready. Those are about ready, but I'm gonna give it a day or so. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited about my growth, and I hope this inspires you guys to get out into nature and, you know, fend for yourself, fix your own food. It's a lot healthier. It's great for, I don't know, your mood. If you suffer from depression, anxiety, it's just very calming, and I don't know, it helped for me. So hopefully it helps for you guys, give you something to think about, you know, starting a little hobby or something during the summer. It's not too late to start, you know, for certain plants, because everything's different. But, you know, if you miss this season, next season, something to think about. It's never too late. But yeah, so I'll be doing another update when I get my tomatoes and my squash out here. See what we got. All right, y'all. Well, till next time. First thing on my